Stick to the script, Patty.
Stick to the script. Hey, welcome to Sippy Cup Adventures of Northern California. So in our previous video, we talked about the difference between Northern California and Southern California as far as beaches, because maybe you want to make a trip once the pandemic is over and we're much more safer in the summer of 2021 and the fall. You want to come out to California, but you have limited time. So where do you go, Northern California or Southern California? In this video, we're going to tell you about the difference of the major metropolitan areas, San Francisco versus Los Angeles, and our thoughts on that. But first of all, let's get the negative. We've never been really big fans of San Francisco, and we live in Northern California. We've been going there more recently the last couple of years because of music events.
Love the music scene.
They're not coming to Sacramento, our trance artists, so we have to go to San Francisco, and our few stays have been okay. But there is a lot of blight in San Francisco as well as LA with the homelessness, and it's only been exacerbated by the pandemic. We understand that. So we're not going to sit here and tell you that both of them are beautiful cities and that you have to go. They each have their own issues, specifically with the homelessness issue. So with that said,
All right, so San Francisco. SF is probably a more friendly pedestrian type city. So you can get out and about, you pretty much walk anywhere. LA is really full of traffic. If you want to get anywhere, you got to get in your car and drive. It's going to take you some time. So something that is only 13 miles long is going to take you about 45 minutes to get there. Me, I don't want to have to drive that far just to get to the beach. So the Bay Area certainly has its own traffic as well, but it's not as bad as LA.
You know, San Francisco is definitely more laid back. There's a lot of money in San Francisco, but people don't actually flaunt it. Whereas in LA, if you have it, you show it. Now, if that's a determining factor whether you want to go to Northern California and Southern California, you know, San Francisco is much more cooler in their show of money, you know, because there's the Google and the Facebooks and all the companies. LA, you know,
money.
You go down Beverly Hills, you're going to see the people flaunting it as well as anywhere in Orange County. So if you're put off by that, don't go to LA. San Francisco folks are much more easier about it.
And the weather. Okay, weather is important, right? San Francisco has a tendency to have a lot of fog. LA definitely has San Francisco beat. The temperatures are warmer pretty much all year round. There's that song, "It Never Rains in Sunny Southern California," right?
So let's take a deeper dive into the weather, a determining factor when coming out to California. And the one advantage of Southern California clearly is that you could, if you can't get away till November or December, you can go to Southern California and really get good weather. So you're fine with that. And you know, LA has the best climate in the world. And I got this quote off of Geography King, another channel that I follow. Yeah, but I like my seasons. If you live in LA, you don't miss your seasons. But I want my snow, I want my cold. No, you don't. If you're living in LA, you like sun 24/7.
So in SoCal, you've got deserts, you've got a beautiful place to visit, but it's hotter than hot during the summer. We're talking not the high 90s, hundreds, right?
110.
Yeah. And cold.
In the evenings.
Yeah, cold as it can be during the winter time.
Yeah, NorCal definitely has its seasons that I mentioned before, that LA doesn't have seasons as opposed to SoCal. But, you know, yet on the coast of Northern California, the mean temperature is more constant. So if it's averages 65 in May, it'll average 65 or close in December. You know, it never gets really cold, nor does it get really hot. And there's a lot more gray days in Northern California coast than in Southern California, but it's, you know, but it's, again, it's nice if you're looking for a cool down when it's 110 in the valley and you need to get to the coast, you're going to get that.
A foggy day at the beach is a day
Still
at the beach.
Still a good day. Still a day at the beach. So, you know, if weather is a big determining factor in making your decision, it's going to be LA. Again, like I said in the previous post, unless you're coming in the fall, September, October, and November. In Northern California, the weather will be much better. But advantage Los Angeles in the weather. And as the saying goes, that I just learned about, got it off of Google, if it's within 45 minutes in LA, it's close. And if it's within 45 minutes in NorCal or San Francisco, it's far away.
All right, let's talk food. Ooh, my Lanta. I'm going to tell you, Northern California definitely has it with, it's a foodie heaven. The food is better. There's a lot of farm to fork, tons of wineries. I can't even tell you. There's a winery right down the street from where we are. Top-notch restaurants, definitely.
Little addendum here. Southern California has great food and restaurants as well, but California has its own style of cooking, a health-conscious fusion cuisine that revolves around locally sourced ingredients that was born in Berkeley, but it's also appreciated in Los Angeles.
SoCal has the best Mexican food.
Yeah, if you're into Mexican food, you can't go wrong in Southern California. Not to say Northern California doesn't have it, but SoCal is known for that.
There may be a taqueria on every street corner in Los Angeles, and not so much in San Francisco, but if it's Mexican food you crave while in San Francisco, go to the Mission District. Specifically, La Taqueria on Mission Street.
And Patty mentioned about the wineries. I mean, Sonoma counties, Napa counties, our own Placer County. There's
Central
just
Valley.
Wine trails everywhere. Wine to be seen. So if you're into wine tasting, Northern California definitely has that.
So what's the verdict? If you're up for glitz and glamour and some say cutting edge culture and more sunshine, then it's definitely Los Angeles. If you want a smaller town filled with beautiful sights, you're best off in San Francisco. Even better yet, if you have the time, rent a car and drive Highway 1 on the Central Coast that connects both cities.